Hey guys, how you doing? So in this video I'm going to show you how I fill out my client consultation form whenever I have a new client in for a full set. Okay, so first of all, why is it so important that you take notes and fill out a form for every client? Okay, so imagine that you're having a client in for a full set and she's about to go for a holiday. She asks you to do a certain style with a certain length, certain curl, certain thickness, certain color. Okay, you've done it. She's happy, she loves it, and she leaves. Now, in a few months' time, this exact client, is back because she has another holiday booked in. Now, she asks you exactly the same style, length, curl, thickness, exactly the same like you did last time. But because you didn't take any notes, any pictures, you can't remember what exact lashes you used last time, and you just kind of, you're gonna end up sitting there thinking like, what should I do now? And in order to avoid this kind of situation, you always have to take notes. So apart from taking their name, email address, phone number, date of birth, emergency contact, allergies, medication, I always take notes about the health of the lashes, what happened on the infill appointment, for example, how frequent the infills are. Like, let's say she's a 2-week client, she's a 3-week client, or maybe she's a 4-week client. And, usually how long the infill appointments are, hour and a half, 2 hours. How is the retention? Is she's good with her lashes, or she, she rubs them, she picks them, she pulls them. So the retention is usually really poor. Also, I like to take notes about the mapping. So, for example, what lashes I use, what brand I use on this certain client. So, what length, curl, thickness, style I used. And I also like to take notes about if I needed to do any sort of correction. For example, if, let's say, one of the eye was slightly droopier than the other one, so I had to use, a stronger curl to make them look even. Or let's say on one of the eye, the natural lashes were sparse because she put them out. So let's say I had to use bigger volume fan to cover the gaps and make both eyes look even. What else? And yeah, I like to draw my mappings. So I like to draw the exact mappings what I done on the client, because I'm quite visual, so it's much easier for me to to remember instead of just reading everything from my note, like, okay, CC curl C 0.7, 5mm to 10mm. Okay, so some of the main reasons I use iPad instead of paper and pen, basically, because I can add pictures to this form. So I can add before and after pictures, I can adjust it, I can erase it, I can redo it. If you would do this on a pen and paper, you just have to throw out the whole page because you messed something up. And with digital files, you can, the options are unlimited, and you can actually search for clients. So let's say you have 300 clients. You don't have to go through each page. You can actually just, type in a name, and it's going to take you automatically to to their page. So you don't have to go through each page and look for the client. And other good thing is, if you're taking longer notes or any note or any text, you just basically click on the little microphone button and you just and it's gonna type you automatically. So you don't even have to you don't even have to type, or you don't even have to do nothing. It's just brilliant.
Okay, so this is how the actual book looks like. As you can see, all the letters on the side are clickable, so if you click on them, it's going to take you to the to the page. And if you click on the cute eyelash button on the top right corner, it's going to take you back to the main page. I already filled out 2 pages for you, so you guys can see that how they look with the pictures I uploaded, with the mappings, with all the details, all the information. Okay, so each client has 2 pages. The first page is general information and the second page is styling. I'm going to quickly show you how I fill out this form. So first, the general information, name, phone number, email address and date of birth. Right after, we have the medical information such as allergies, if they're taking any medication, and the emergency contact. Right after, we have the section about the natural lashes, so the health of it, the coverage, and the length of the natural lashes. Right next to it, we have a small section about the infills. So, for example, how is the client's retention? How long is the appointment usually? Is it an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours? And the frequency, so every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Now we go on to the second page about the styling. We can write down the curls, diameters, length, and the style we choose for this client. And right next to it, we can write down if we had to do any sort of correction on the left eye or on the right eye. And finally, we got to my favorite part, drawing the actual mapping. And now I'm going to show you a quick trick. So once you finish with the mapping, simply just select it, take a screenshot of it, mirror it on your iPad and just insert it as an image. This is basically just to make sure both sides are symmetrical. When you finish with your mapping, you can upload the before and after pictures of your client.
Okay, so if you got to this point of the video, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you liked it. And I know I talk a lot. I'm just really excited to share this with you, because when I first started as a lash artist, I remember it was proper like, pen and paper and big folders, and so yeah, I'm just really excited that we have this opportunity now, to do everything digitally. It's just, so much easier. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Love you all.
And if you're guys interested in downloading this book, I'm going to link it in my bio.